Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of EToH News, where I cover new stuff in the EToH community like updates, teasers, and more throughout the month of August. There isn't that much to talk about in this video, and there's mostly going to be 3 or 4 topics to cover. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot going on. Oh, and also, by the time this video is being uploaded, I'm on the road to beat as many Remorseless Towers as I can for the next 100 days. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more. And with that, let's get right into it. The first topic I'm going to cover is the new tower in Ring 1, since the Tower of Annoyingly Simple Trials got replaced with the Tower of a Simple Time, following up with the same acronym and the same color scheme as old Toast. I remember one comment asking if we could remove Toast. Well, you got lucky. Or not. Overall, I don't know if people will get used to this new update, but we'll see. And with that, let's move on. Okay. This is a topic we have to talk about, since if you decide to join any Roblox game, you get a horrendous amount of lag. Well, don't worry, this has been fixed, but I have decided to talk about this right now because this has been an issue. As said by Cammy, this is a Roblox issue, and this has also affected me since I beat a Citadel in EToH XL with the most awful lag I have ever got. Like I said before, this issue has been fixed, so there's no need for me on putting that in the actual script, so yeah. So with that out of the way, let's move on. If you remember the last EToH News episode, I talked about the final obelisks in both the Grey Inferno and the spatial system. Well, Fran, one of the builders on Act 4, has left the project since he decided to move on from the community as a whole after 7 years of being in the community, and for building awesome towers in the community. He's now pursuing bigger goals, which we will wish the best of luck to him. Act 4 applications are now closed by the time this video is being published, as the new builder for Act 4 is a builder by the name of EtherNetR. I hope I got that right. And we'll now have to find out how Obelisk of Void will go, and with that, let's move on. There will be a new planned subrealm for Zone 5, but this area will most rather be an area where older towers are given a shot at getting in. This has also happened with Lost River and Ashen Tower Works. There are no planned spots yet, but the difficulty range is aimed towards medium to terrifying. We'll have to find out when this will be happening, and what towers will be able to get into the subrealm. And with that, let's move on to some other stuff. In other news, Tower of Overcoming Hatred has been revamped. Windswift Peak was originally given a 50 tower point requirement to access, but now been changed to 10. And finally, the EToH server, the server where I get my information from, has reached 60,000 members. And with that, let's move on. This is it. The final matchup. The final 3 towers that won the battle in their own quadrant were put into one more poll, where the people voted on which tower is the best. However, I made it so that people can play and vote for the best tower in the month of June, so that it'll be more interesting. And we have a record high with 233 votes on the poll, and the winner is Tower of Nice Tasks. Huge shout out to One Kalia for making the best whitelisted tower in not only the month of June, but the best tower overall in 2025 said by the people. I might be completely wrong, but oh well. Link to the tower is in the description if you want to check it out. And with that out of the way, let's move on. So yeah, that's the end of the
Hold
episode.
it!
Wait, what? What happened? Who said that?
Not so fast, Rigatoni. There was some other stuff that happened in August. Right after you talked about the new Ring 1 tower, there was quote-unquote drama that happened.
Wait, nah, this can't be happening. The last time I talked about drama, I gave up for 3 months after I published a video in January.
Don't worry, we'll let the quote-unquote expert take it from here. So everyone's favorite Ring 1 tower, Tower of Annoyingly Simple Trials, was removed and replaced by Tower of a Simple Time on 17th of August. Overall, this tower is well advanced in terms of quality and gameplay, making it a good tower replacement. But some people in the community didn't like this. Players who enjoyed old classic towers felt left behind as they saw old classic towers like Tower of Funny Thoughts and Tower of Overcoming Hatred to be revamped and more modernistic. The community at the start was jokingly called these revamps slop or towers having no soul, but when Toast was changed, it seems to become worse and a minority of people would attack or just insult or harass both builders Andre and Itplant. I think people are forgetting about Purgatorio's update releasing soon. Therefore, Toast really shouldn't be a tutorial tower anymore, but as a very fun, easy tower. Of course, there's some valid criticism, like Andre and Plant shouldn't be the only two people to revamp all of these towers, but at the end, both of them have stopped revamping towers beyond Tower of Overcoming Hatred.
Thank you so much, EToH, for that. And with that, let's move on. So yeah, that's the end of the episode. Like I said before, nothing interesting happened. I'd like to thank EToH for showing up to talk about what has been happening last month. His channel's in the description if you'd like to subscribe to him. I will go ahead and take a break from EToH news and focus more on the 100 Days of Remorse Towers challenge. So if you'd like to see that, you'll have to either show up for the streams on YouTube or the link to my Twitch is in the description. But hold up, before you click away, don't worry. This isn't going to be the end of EToH news, as I will combine September, October, and November 2025 into one mega episode. In these months on the 8th, I will put a poll on my community post, and whichever tower wins, that tower will win in that specific month. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And yeah, I'm EToH Ship, and I'll see you in the next video.